Well, good morning, everyone. Again, an early morning. A little late start here. I guess confusion on the time. This was supposed to be 7:30, but I guess they kicked it back to 7:45. Of course, I have Mr. Kane here, who's gonna, he brings the fans in. I heard with his manly voice, his Barry White voice. Anyways, James, yesterday's game was a very interesting game. I mean, we were just talking about it, how we scored a couple goals on 2 shots. We played pretty well overall, but this team is, we were saying. Lost to the 19s yesterday, also 2-1. So kind of a middle team between us. So it's a good challenge here for us to possibly pick it up here on the second day here.
Certainly a good warm-up heading into to regionals here. Good test, good competition. Should be fun to see how well we can respond to after yesterday's kind of weird start to the game.
Yeah, and it was a little weird. Like we were just talking about, the goalie got pulled after 2 shots. We are also getting to get Macy Bell back. She was out yesterday with, I guess, a little bit of caught a little bug there. I think everyone caught over the last weeks here. But I think with her coming back, it's going to help us on the front side with some speed against, put a little bit more pressure on the forecheck here.
I agree with that 100%. Macy seems to carry the puck with speed, a little bit of puck retention like Lolo. So if we can hold on possession-wise, which seems to be one of our kind of issues sometimes when girls like Macy or Lolo are out. So if we can hold on to the puck, we maybe can generate a few more opportunities in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and I was talking to, of course, Scott yesterday. We're starting to look at signs that we actually know how to play this game for all 3 periods, not just one or the third or the second. It just starting to slowly come together. Of course, a little bit yesterday. We're talking about the little sluggishness with the girls, whatever it may be. We're not playing a Bell Tire, we're not playing a Naha, but I think they're starting to realize they got to continue playing just to that level.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, that Maryland DC tournament was a good tournament. I know, again, not the outcomes we wanted at every game, but the fact that we seemed to compete, like you just mentioned, all 3 periods, we seemed to compete with all the teams that we played. There wasn't, the Junior Flyers was a little bit of a blowout, but not necessarily in the sense that we weren't in the game. I think the refs on that particular game, too, just kept throwing us in the box for, stupid crap. Pardon the French there, but it seemed like there were a couple good ref crews and there were a couple bad ones, and it seemed like that same crew was the same one that kept throwing us in the box, even though it was one-sided. Anyway, so...
Yep. That's the thing that we were saying there. The Flyers game should have been like a 2-1, 3-1.
Yes.
But they got 3 power play goals, and hats off to them, of course, because they capitalized. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when you're playing penalty kill, half the period, you don't get any rhythm on the other end, right? Agreed. So that comes to my point. I think the number one thing here is we just got to stay out of the box here.
Agreed. Yeah, and not to take anything away from the Flyers. Let's be honest. That was a fast team and very skilled. But again, if we stay out of that penalty box, probably changes the dynamic a little bit, and we're able to keep it a tighter game. So I guess what I'm trying to say is
there's Barry White coming in.
It was a decent weekend, and I think it showed that we're coming together at the right time, right? This is the best time to be playing our best hockey as we're going into regionals and trying to make a shot for nationals.
Yeah, and it reminds me of, I'm going to age myself, maybe not. It's when the Kings went into the Stanley Cup Finals as the number 8 seed. They just got hot, right? Mm-hmm. And they came together at the right point. They had a hot goalie in that weekend with Jonathan Quick. For those, it's kind of way out there, but that's the kind of thing is you don't. The regular season's great, but if you start peaking right at the right time, anything can happen, and that's what we're hoping these girls will start seeing here. We are now going to kick it off. Like that's going to be all the way into the near side. I'm going to have to scoot down a bit here, James.
Sure.
There you go. Okay. Now it goes out of the far side. Purcell has it. They're trying to shuffle it over now. They got it in the zone. They get it to the near side. They're going to go down the middle. Nice. Oh, almost intercepted by, look like Lashem on that. Now that's going to be a bouncing puck. Sadikoff will stay on the forecheck now. Comes out here towards the near side. Purcell tries to gather it. Just goes over the girl's stick and comes right back into the neutral zone. Lashem has it. She drops it down right past the red line. So
very generous.
I know. I was like, that was at the 4 or 5 steps.
Top prong of that star there. She was.
So, but we'll take it. These girls are probably trying to make up some time from us being a little bit behind.
Agreed.
So they're going to let some things go here, looks like, and let these girls play a little bit here. Now that's going to be all the way. Potts has to hurry. She has some pressure coming on her rear side now. She gets it, flips it out towards the near side. Purcell has it. They're going to flip it out to the top. That was great play by Lindstrot. Almost could have been awesome potential. Now, just goes right behind the net. Potts flips it out towards the far side. Looks like Hahn will come out on the defense. Nice little shuffle move from Purcell. Now they're going to drop it right back. Right, they're playing the two-man game over there now. Looks like McGrath is going to come out help. There's going to be a shot that just goes wide past Milner. Now it comes all the way out to the near side. It's a lot of zone time here, folks. We got to get this out now with finally McGrath. McGrath is going to try to reverse it right here now. Gets into Horton's skates, and Horton's going to flip it. Gets out here to Lindstrot. Lindstrot tries to jam it. Now finally all the way back out with McGrath getting it out. Purcell will have it. McGrath is going to stay a little bit aggressive on the forecheck here now. Comes all the way back out towards the near side. That's going to be Lewis who's going to come into the play. Nice little disruption there, but Purcell will be able to bring it in the zone. They're looking to circle it around, get it out in the shot. Now that goes high of Milner. Comes out to the near side. That's all the way back down. Looks like Kane's going to come down there, help out Hodson. Hodson flips it out here towards Lewis, but intercepted by and Milner with another save. Good tie up in the front, but tied by Takis. Now there's going to be a jam. And there's going to be a mad scramble, and finally the ref will call that down. And looks like we know who's controlling the pace of play right now here, James.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, good passes and zone entry right now are Purcell's thing. You know, if we're going to put that puck up the wing side boards, definitely we want to make sure our wingers try to get there. Otherwise, it's a hope and a prayer to get out. So, which is going to make it a really long day if we can't do that with Purcell the way they're moving the puck at the moment.
And the speed that they're coming on now, Zerby behind the net. Gets chipped up here towards the near side. Lashem tries to get it up. Comes out here towards the near side. That'll be Sgro who goes down with Steichen was that on that play. Sgro comes up. Could not get there now. Purcell has it. That's going to come all the way out. Shuffles out towards the middle now. Comes all the way to the corner. And I was going to say, are they going to be generous on that one? But I was looking back. I'm like, is he going to let that go? Because that was about the same side. Lashem on that one.
Pretty close.
So now all the way back. So now Sgro is out there with looks like Lashem and Steichen. And then you got Ferrix and Zerby on the defense. Zerby steps up. Going to flip it all the way back. Gets it to Sgro. Sgro tries to get it. Tried to get it up front. Had Lashem right there at the doorstep using her body position, but will stay in with Zerby now, keeping it in. Gets it right back to Sgro. Sgro tries to get it to Steichen. Gets it to pulled by Ferrix. Just hit the player on that, and that'll be Sgro one more time. Has it behind the net. Nice little move. Now she's going to try to move through the puck, but unable to get there now. That's going to be Zerby. Zerby right back to Lashem. Lashem has it. Lashem goes a shot right. Looked like that was going to be tipped by in the front from Sgro, but just goes wide. That's going to be Steichen on the forecheck. Gets tied up a little bit there now. Comes all the way. And good forecheck pressure on this group. And now it's going to come. And it's going to be a high touch, I believe.
I like that shift there. I like how Juliana applied the pressure as the F1, getting that puck behind the net. I'd say Steichen was doing the right things. I wish she was doing them just a little bit faster. It seemed like she would take an extra second, which kind of reduce the amount of time that after the play happened, but it was working well. Like we had some sustained zone pressure we were using going low to high. So,
yep, and that's one of the things that we're starting to look better at if playing that high, low to high, and comes out to us here the near side, and that's going to be a stop here. But that's the biggest thing we've seen in the last weekend was we started using our point, and we were starting to get cross passes on the exits, right, and that's kind of breaking out aspect of it. And if we start continue doing that, that's going to open up the game a lot for our team.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you can shift the ice and continue to make your forecheckers chase, you're going to have a bit of an advantage. You're going to have a time advantage, and possession and time are huge in this game.
Yep. We'll be all the way out towards Horton. Horton backs it out. Now it chops up. Almost had a streaking. Now gets it to Sadikov. Sadikov has it. She's trying to cut across the ice. She had McGrath right behind her. Now Sadikov on the re-entry, and that's going to go all the way. McGrath will take the forecheck, and that's going to go all the way back down.
Now that's interesting because, again, she looked like she done this after that.
I guess depends on the angle, the viewing angle.
Yeah, yeah.
So 9:34 here left in the first period. I mean, now we're starting to see a little bit more zone time, a little bit more even now. But Purcell had a lot of zone time here early. So we'll see how this the trend continues. Oh, nice quick shot. Oh, just deflects off someone's skate. Now goes out the far side, comes out. Nice interception by Sadikoff. Sadikoff in the zone, tries to get it through multiple players, able to get it now deep. She's going to go back down. They got to talk it up. There's two of them on them. They should have had that conversation before they got there.
Agreed.
But they are going to be able to dig this out now with Lindström. Oh, nice play by Hodson to get that right back, and now it goes right around Hodson and controlled by Hahn. Hahn gets it over here to Takis. Takis is going to get over the red line and drop it, so McGrath will go for the forecheck. Lovehart playing this morning on the forecheck. A little step in their, extra step in their skate, or, the extra skate in their skate.
Right.
They compared to yesterday, so we'll see how this continues. With finally McGrath controls it. Oh, just gets it to Lewis. Lewis is tries to get it up front. Now Hahn tries to step into that shot, but Purcell with the exit here with 8:31 left goes right towards Hodson. Hodson tried to use her body now. This is going to be a shot. Oh, just a little bit in front. I don't know if that was Takis was on the ground who knocked that down, but we'll take that with Kane coming pretty quick on that. Kane just goes hard, and that's going to be offsides, I take it.
Thank goodness.
They are letting them play there because that was the lead fullback going right into. But it looked like she was caught at edge or something because
she didn't really quite stop.
Yeah,
she used the girl's body as her.
So now we'll come back out. Now comes out to the near side. Good read by Ferrix. Ferrix tries to stay in the play. Now he drops it right back. That will be Bell on the forecheck. Comes out all the way far side now. That's Kane. Kane steps in, able to disrupt that and to allow Zerby to get that back down deep with now tied up in the behind the net. They're going to exit this nicely, easily now. Comes out down the middle. They're going to cut down the middle. Near side. Nice poke check by Ferrix, but get a little bit of a cross up there now. Goes all the way out towards a shot. That goes right back. Kicks up Lashem. Lashem flips it. Oh, I think she was trying to get to Bell there on that, but
she had more time than she realized. She had a 20-foot space around her to make a better pass. But
oh, there we go. Sgro has the turnover. Good pressure now. Sgro takes a shot. Oh!
It's loose.
Lashem takes a
Still
shot.
Loose.
And it's going to be a loose puck in front. There's a pile up there. And someone brought the s'mores kit there because there was a campfire there. So, as I used to joke, that was the Donnie Margetti campfire.
Because it's intense.
There you go. So, great opportunity and good read by Sgro and Lashem to put some pressure. And we'll take a face off here with Sgro taking it. Sgro tries to win it, gets it right back. Nice play, gets to the D. Ferrix right back down. Goes right towards the center. Oh, tries to get, looked like that was Steichen down the middle, and Ferrix comes out on the defense end. That's Zerby. Zerby tries to get it over towards Steichen. Now it comes all the way back into the zone. This goes all the way out. Ferrix tries to step up on this. Now comes all the way out to number 19. 19 throws a cross pass. Looked like she was trying to get that one of her tip in the front potentially on that. Now comes all the way out. There you go. Nice exit to now Sgro tries to backhand that. Sadikoff on the far end. Good stick by Sadikoff to get in the lane now. That's going to be Horton on the corner. Horton's going to have to use her body, and now she's able to.
Did.
She actually sealed it off enough, but Purcell has it behind the net. Now that's going to be McGrath coming in the play. Now she digs it out. Has a couple players on her wing now. She's going to try to skate it up. She does. That's going to be all the way in now towards the near side. McGrath throws a shot. Goes wide. Tries to get it. A deflection up front now. Potts has it. Potts throws it towards the net, but deflects up. But she'll recover her own shot, and that will be Horton coming in now. Horton's going to come at, tries to get it up ice now with Sadikoff on the forecheck. Goes out to the far side. That's going to be all the way back behind the net. Now that looks like, ooh, that's going to be Purcell. That she has some speed on that. Oh man, she had some jets going on that because
Yeah,
she got down there pretty quick, man.
Was only about another 30 feet longer. That would have been fine. You know, what I've seen here too is, again, we're starting to settle down and control the play, but there's two things that we need to do a little bit better. One is that communication, like you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
It seems like we've almost run into each other a couple times, and again, that's going to be communication. And again, we need a little bit smarter decision making when we have the time. Don't force something like the pass to Steichen there in the middle when she was tied up,
Yep.
or Lior's pass. So settle it down a little bit too with the nerves.
Yep. Good back check from McGrath now. That goes out to the far side. Hahn will step into that play. Now McGrath picks that off. McGrath tries to get around the corner. She cannot. Now it comes out to Purcell. Purcell in the center. They're going to flip it out towards the near side. Hodson easily gets that. Knocks it off the boards now. Oh, this could be a chance.
Good
Bell
change.
has it. It has 3 on us with Kane. And oh, what a shot up front. And that's going to hit the net. And oh, I would have liked to see Kane go a little bit wider on that.
Yeah, now that's a questionable shot, right? You have basically almost a 3-on-1 at that point, 3-on-0. You have a backdoor driver, and that's what they've been practicing.
Yep.
And we took the shot and went high. That, unfortunately, not the smartest choice on the shot, but a good setup. We caught him on a change.
Yep. And it looks like we're playing a very good forechecking because we are getting a lot of turnovers or good pressure up front. But Purcell will try to get this around the net. That's Takis back there, now far side.
That was a nice job by Takis not to bite on the stick handle.
And that's going to go all the way down. Now that's a little bit of a now Bell has it. Bell's going to try to get it. Nice little chip pass. Gets it up. Oh, had Lewis coming pretty hard on that. And Purcell read that a little bit. Now good read by, that was Hodson tried to read that. Now comes out to this near side.
You just can't lose the back door.
Yep. It comes all the way out to the top. Lewis in the lane, tries to get it. Oh, get redirected by Kane. Kane has us on her stick now, and Hodson's going to find and knock that out here with 4:25 left. We'll take it. Looks like a new group of forwards coming out on this play now. Comes out here towards the near side. Ferrick's good play by her. Now this comes all the way behind the net. That's going to be Zerby. Zerby gets it to Steichen. Steichen has it. Steichen tries to shuffle it up.
Got to get it out.
Now she gets it into the neutral zone, but not out. It will go all the way out. That'll be Milner, who has another save. And that's going to get tied up now. Sgro has it. Sgro's going to come up. Now comes towards Lashem. Lashem has it on her stick. She's going to drop it down. That goes all the way out to the far side. Steichen's they're going to reverse it. Lashem on the other side here. Now Ferrick steps up and Sgro gets a stick on that on the midair, but this is going to be a 2-on-1. And lucky for us on that because
yeah, I don't know where our defenseman here. I don't know.
No, that was Ferrick. She stepped up on the play.
Okay, and got trapped.
And yeah, she got trapped on that, unfortunately. But we'll take the charity case there with the offsides because big time there.
Now, you want to talk about growth. Here's something I just saw a second ago, too, on the last shift with Lewis. Lewis has all season long, not that she hasn't been fast, but she's been over-aggressive on her forecheck to the point.
Yep.
She kept it in check, and that's what caused that turnover. She was able to keep the player in front.
Yep.
I mean, that's growth, right?
Yep.
Not overextending on the play.
Now Steichen gets it in the zone. She's going to skate this right at the line. Oh, just tries to get a back pass there. Looked like she was trying to get Zerby on that. Fortunately, got to just dump that deep on that type of situation. And comes all the way out here. And McGrath has it. Shuffles here towards Lashem. Lashem now chips it out. This will go into the neutral zone. And looks like Purcell's trying to cut through the defense. And she does. Oh, wow. Great hands on that. Oh, good shuffle and save by Milner on that. Now comes all the way out. Purcell behind the net. Help with McGrath and Zerby now down there in the corner. Purcell will come out with it. They'll flip it out towards the near side, far side. Tries to get a shot towards the net and deflects.
Did we start the game with Eva?
Yep.
Okay.
Comes off the boards and Lindström on the forecheck with good read by Horton. Tries to get to her body there and comes out. That's going to be tough. And they're reading that right off the bat, that defensive player is coming up on that. So we either have to try to chip it around them or go across the ice on that. I believe James on those, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's smart passes, right?
Yep.
You got to find the seams. If your job is to go up and out, then you need to find the seam and not just throw it.
Yep.
Like you've got to have. It's like shooting, right?
Yep.
You're not just throwing the puck towards the net. You're shooting at a specific spot on the net. So it's a matter of accuracy and I guess you could say even, I don't want to say skill. I think all our girls are skilled, but calmness.
That was Sadikov who got it. Oh, just loses the edge. Now this is going to be a 2-1. Easily picked up right there now.
Nice
Milner
save.
with the save on that. Good play by Milner to stay tall on that. And that's going to get right behind. Kane now comes into play. Cannot control it. Now they're trying to get something up front. Good play by Horton. Horton now has it. Tries to reverse it. Not out. Still behind the net. Everyone has to pick that up. Milner right there and comes all the way out to the near side. Minute 12 here left. Purcell has it. They're going to flip it over there. Gets in the lane and Milner, I don't know if she saw it or she's just looking around.
Put the glove up.
Yep, she was looking around.
Smelled the glove.
She was looking around to make sure no one's going to knock it out of her hand or something because she clearly had that.
Now, go back a little bit too. Again, this is what we were just talking about. Like we're doing most, like going through the motions and being in the right spot. That was great, but we've got to make, when we have that time to go from hash marks low to high, we've got to make a tape-to-tape pass when there's not that much pressure.
Yep.
Because these girls, there's either a ton of pressure right about, or we've got a little bit of time, and I think they're not recognizing that little bit of time that they actually do have.
Yeah, that's Bell who gets it. Nice seal from the Purcell to keep her from advancing.
Yeah, not that that's interference or anything either.
It isn't, right? Because I mean, that's the question, right? Bell tried to chip it, and
she made no attempt to play the puck. So
but she went right in front of her.
Correct.
I mean,
and
so
a bump, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe they're calling it.
No, this is completely different. That's Han and somebody else. So no, the bump would have been okay, but the fact that she almost like football blocked her to prevent her from going around, that would have been that's blatant interference, to be honest with you.
So that's why.
I mean, like they weren't even moving. It was like a line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So that's that's interference.
So that's why he gets paid the big bucks here. He has he reads it perfectly, Mr. Kane does, and that's going to be all the way back now. Comes out towards the near side. Could not get it out. Steichen tried to get it out. Now it comes all the way back. Purcell on the attack on the far end. Now Sgro comes in and helps out. Now comes out all the way now. Nice pass on the... And was that just looked like that was deflected in the front?
Possibly, yeah. It looks like Eva was going
one way,
right to left there, thinking the puck was going to come all the way across, and it looks like it just hit the left side of the net, and she left the post. So
Purcell has a lead here, and I was going to say, first period looked good, but now 23 seconds again. Yeah. And, like we were talking with Scott yesterday, was first minute and last minutes are the most critical, and we just did that again to ourselves here. We did the same thing yesterday on the first period again when it was 2-2. We gave up a goal at the last minute. Now Sgro's going to put some pressure. Nice forecheck from Sgro now comes all the way out towards the near side. They're going to throw that to the far end. Purcell has it in their gas. Oh, nice read by Taxis, and that's going to be a shot quickly on that, and just could not battle off that last play there. Unfortunately,
and we talked about this a little bit of girls playing the body, and unfortunately, I think June read too much into the stick work, and then as soon as she tried to play the body, her body position was already too upright, and the girl just bowled her over. It's hard to learn how to play the body, but once you learn how to ignore the puck and just focus on the shoulders. And again, it doesn't have to be, we've talked about this, it doesn't have to be a physical contact type game. You just have to keep yourself between them and the puck.
And that will be the first period there. And, talking about that, you watch at every level, right? I mean, you have your two-way defensive players, right, that are going to come, play offensive and defense.
Sure.
I personally like stay-at-home defense that play defense, right? And that's exactly when a lot of those guys that I watch, they know how to play the body and they know where the player's going. So that's why they're shut down defense, right?
Well, I mean, yes, yeah. Your stay-at-home defensemen, I think, generally are the ones who are going to be your physical presences in front of the net. They're the the clean sweepers, if you will, the sheriffs of the house. So they're going to pick up the players. They're going to make sure that nobody's getting in front of the net. Nobody's attacking the net low. They're going to body up. They're going to move players from the screens, things like that. Your two-way player, though, doesn't mean that they're not playing the body. I mean, it's all about angles, too, like as you enter the zone versus when they're set up in the zone. So as you're coming down in the rush, take that example there, June and the puck carrier, right? She almost never deviated from her lane as she attacked the net. It was stick handle, right? And if I'm playing the body, my body angle has to represent something too. I've always taught draw a line from the corners of the goal line to the middle of the blue line. That's the triangle.
Yep.
Anything inside the middle of that triangle, we don't want them to be there. You want to force them to the outsides of those triangles, right?
Yep.
And keep them along the board side. You can do this. This is playing the body with angles. You can do that without even ever touching the player.
Yeah, because you just would skate with them and then force them outside, right? And playing how they're gonna, you dictate where they're going, basically, right?
And it's a mental thing. It's all about that body position. It's all about the hips. If I'm on that line, skating from the middle of the blue line back towards that goal line there, I obviously have to stay within that stick length of the player with the puck. I have to be on top of them, but I have to be just a hair inside of them, and I have to have my body just slightly angled to say, hey, go this way. It's open. It's a mental thing. We see that. It's just like the threats on skates. If you look at a player while you're on the ice, doesn't matter what position you're playing, but when a player's skates are pointed down the ice towards the goal, they're a threat. When the player's skates are not pointed towards the goal, they're no longer a threat. When the player's skates are neutral pointing across, it's kind of a 50-50, but they're really still not a threat. So it's all those little mental cues that we take as we learn this game. And again, playing defense, playing the body, is just a little subtlety there. A little bit with the hips, a little bit inside, just saying, go here. Right? I'm gonna drive you this way.
Yeah. So for those at home, I'm watching James and his hips. It's pretty impressive how he's showing us his the way he's angling his body towards the net here. But that's a great explanation, James, about playing the body. You don't even have to touch the person, but you still play the body because you're trying to force them to a place where they're not, right?
Exactly.
So great insight there from Mr. Kane on that, because I think that's one of the things is some of these girls are going to get that one day, and they're going to be effective defensive players, even more effective.
Certainly. And
this is going to come out now. We are back at action here. Sorry, folks. That's going to be right here towards the near side. Looks like they're going to pass that to the far end here with Purcell. Try to slow that up. Now it comes out. Oh, Sadikoff almost had that. Now comes in with Sgro with a stick in that. Ferrix gets knocked off the puck here. Now right in front. Oh! Backhand, it's going to be a trickle play in front end. Finally comes out. Now that Sgro gets it off to Sadikoff. Sadikoff has some space now. She's going to skate this in. Has Lechem tries to throw something towards Lechem. Unfortunately, Lechem was tied up on that near side. And now Sgro comes out. Oh, bounces over towards Zerby. Zerby gets it all the way back. That's going to be all the way out towards the near side. Lechem tries to reach for it now. Keeps it in the zone now with Purcell now on the exit here with Sgro coming out, trying to get some pressure on there now. Intercepted here towards the near side. Sgro gets bounced off the puck, but not able to get it out. Now this is a 3-on-2 developing now. Goes all the way out towards Horton. Horton, great stick work there, and finally chips towards the near side. This is Sgro. Sgro has it, tries to get it up. Nice, gets it to Lechem. Lechem backhands it. Goes all the way out. Lindström try to intercept that, but Purcell back on it. They got a chance. They're going to take a 3-on-2 opportunity, and that's going to trickle towards Milner. And that will be a stop here with 11:28. Wow, I guess did they shut down the period? Maybe they
may have adjusted for the time.
Yeah, for the time I was going to say, because that was a long 322 minute shift.
Yeah.
For what?
They probably cut 5 minutes off this one and 5 minutes off the next one, and that should put us back
I
in.
think it's 13. It was 15. So we have Mr. Kyle here watching closely, eagle eye, telling us it's 13. So thank you, Mr. Kyle Miller. Now Purcell with it. Comes out here, trips up. That's Potts flips it out, tries to get around Bell. Comes all the way out. Now Bell on the forecheck. Purcell on the exit now, tries to get it out. Horton gets it up. Nice help from McGrath. McGrath is going to circle it, tries to get it back. She had the red line, so
she looked at Potsy too for the regroup, and then looked her off and went right back up the side with 4 girls. I mean, I'm all for
opening up the ice,
right? Making good decisions or changing up the paradigm, but take simple when it's there.
That's going to be Steichen steps into it. Nice read by Hodson here. Comes out to the near side. They're going to flip it out exactly there with the D to D. Now comes out towards the near side. Purcell has it. They're going to strip it down the middle. Kane backhands it. Tries to get it off towards Lewis. Now Steichen comes in with a little aggressive bump there now with some help from Lewis now trying to dig it out. Kane is going to now roll down a little bit and help try to dig this out. And that's going to be, they're telling them to move it. No one is.
Yeah, there we go.
I was going to say, when no one looked like they were moving their feet or trying to dig it out. So I think it would have.
What's interesting when I've watched our girls in all these games is when the puck gets on the boards, they press and hold, and there's not a single player like the big number 11 for Purcell. She could have come in with her stick and just jackknifed them off the boards, and they're very polite about that one.
Yeah.
And it's our team as well as all the other teams. They're pretty polite about it. So, because.
Yeah, I mean, it could get really nasty. I've seen a lot, like in the boys' game, how nasty it can get on those boards. They just, not saying these girls don't, but.
Well, too, you gotta remember in the checking situation, there's a lot of stick work coming along.
That's gonna be nice patience from Kane, but now she has to regather that. Goes out to the far side. Takis is gonna come up. Looks like Takis is playing forward.
Body play.
Sgro has it now. She tries to get around the defense. She does. Tries to get. Oh, Lashem was right there. If she just kind of came down now. Sgro has it. Tries to shuffle it off towards Sadikov now. Ferrix has it. Ferrix goes right back to Lashem. Lashem tries to get something up front. It looked like she was trying to get Sadikov on that. Now Purcell back at it. Goes all the way out. Chips it around. It goes right all the way towards Zerby.
And again, good play by Ryden.
Yep.
Again, didn't have to touch her. She just stayed in and separated them from the puck.
This is McGrath. McGrath has it. McGrath throws it. Oh, has Sadikov. If she just turned around, she probably could have had a redirect there. But it's going to be chipped there now. Serby's trying to look for the pinch there, but it goes right by her. This is another 2-on-1 developing. That goes out to the far side, and that's going to be a shot. Well, luckily, a little wide here now. Bell with some speed in the neutral zone. She's going to try to hold it up. Smart play from her to look for her options. Tries to get something up front towards McGrath and goes to the corner.
I don't know why we stopped skating. Maybe they
thought I thought that was going to hit a net. I even stopped broadcasting there for a split second, thinking, and Zerby could not get it. Oh, what a backhand try from Purcell. Looks like that would have been right on the top side, but it went over the net. Zerby tries to battle off here. Comes all the way out towards the near side now. Bell gets it off towards Hahn. Hahn has open sights on the other side. She has she had McGrath chasing it. Now comes all the way back out. McGrath comes out and pickpockets that one. Tries to get Steichen. Oh, Steichen had a stick in the lane, but unfortunately lifted by Purcell. Purcell right now back on the exit. Tries to get it up front now with Kane on the far end. Kane poke checks. That's going to be, that's a long shift for Hahn, so she had to just try to get that down, and this is going to come all the way out here towards the near side. Zerby comes out towards Steichen. Steichen tries to gather that now. Lindström on the far end. Purcell back into the play, and they get crossed up here now. Tries to get a player, and Kane's trying to pick up the loose change there, but Purcell has it now. Now they're regrouping right back in the middle. Good read from Steichen. Comes right back. Steichen has it on her stick. Oh, bounces off. Stepped up. They're going to take that shot. Milner with the save now. Comes all the way out. Now this is going to trickle all the way down, and it looks like they're going to wave off icing, I believe.
Yeah, I think she touched it a little bit there on the out. I could be wrong, but.
Yep. So it comes all the way back out. Purcell back on the exit. Nice speed in the neutral zone. And they're just going to cross it up a little bit. Tries drop pass here. No one's on there. Nice far side pass. It's going to be a shot. Milner with the save here with 5:53 here left. And I know that it's back and forth, which is nice. We're starting to see the ice open up both sides here a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see Purcell's not perfect. they're making little mistakes, and same with us. I mean, what I like is that we're making some good plays, and they're mixed in with some of the mistakes that we've been making too. So I mean, it's a step up. It's not just mistake after mistake, and that's the thing about hockey is learning from your mistakes during the season, correcting those, and playing a better hockey game. Again, I think they have a little bit more time in some of these areas, and I think that would set up for better plays.
Yep, and Sgro will take the face off and comes all the way out here. Gets tied up here, comes out with some help from Lewis now. Goes all the way out. Horton flips it out towards Potts. Potts has some time. She tries to get it up. Crossed up. Oh, Sadikoff almost tried to get Sgro on that streaking play. But I'm starting to like that now we're streaking coming up the middle and we're trying to get it up that play, which is a stoppage here. And there's going to be a penalty on, it looks like, Horton probably.
Yeah, she's arguing with him. But yeah, you're right. Like the center curling width coming up on the play, so it gives your defenseman two options. If they go boards because the forecheckers come to the middle, then it goes winger, then center on the streak, and then if not, it goes boards. Or it goes center, and then you've got your winger coming outside hitting off the red line. So it's a great option. Yep,
and they're starting to see it. That's what I'm liking to see. Right, I haven't seen too many that centering pass or cross pass that on a person who's actually have speed in the zone, right? So that's very important for us now. That's going to be dropped back. That's going to be a shot. Tries to get a redirect in front. Goes all the way out to the far side. Comes out. Now Sgro will stay in that shooting lane with Sadikoff trying to put some pressure. Sadikoff is going to try to jig this out. That's going to be a shot. Nice little shuffle move from Purcell. They're trying to find it right in front. Oh, I saw that there. It was that girl had her stick down, and that could have been her tip right there if it was a better pass. Yeah. Now we're fortunate on that because she was right in that area. Now comes all the way out. They're going to look for a shot there. Milner with a save. Now Sadikoff has it. Sadikoff is going to try